haven't listened to anything since probably since 9 Inch Nails, since like the Closer record.
So you
Nothing
stopped
new.
You stopped around 92? That was the last time you stopped listening to music.
Yeah, anything new.
Listening to music.
I got
Michael
plenty.
Michael Schenker claims he has not listened to any music since 1973.
Of any kind.
Of anything, of anybody, because he doesn't want it to impact or influence or anybody to be able to say that it's reminiscent of. So he just blocks, like Led Zeppelin's first
there's
record.
legions of people out there ready to take Schenker down for mimicking something else. Play some music, for Christ's sake.
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Aha! I know where that's from. So what? But you know what, man? I will tell you this. The reason why I stopped listening to music after that era is because since then, it's not very good.
Nothing appeals to you?
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while I'll go, wow, that's kind of cool. Like, I thought Diane Ward was kind of a cool, fun little thing. And I like more resistance music, something that has a message. But I listen to anything from, Norwegian black metal to classical music in my house at all times. So it's, anything and everything in between.
Steven, you keep up with what's going on with music and bands? You listen to stuff on a regular basis?
Yeah.
What do you like? What do you listen to?
Anything and everything.
What are you hearing new that you like? Anything that jumps out at you?
There's a band called Riot Brides I put together with the guitar player, Abby.
Riot Brides?
Riot Brides opening up for us a couple shows when we're here doing the Canyon Club gigs. Yeah,
okay,
we're doing
cool.
all 4 of those within the next month.
Right. Talk a little bit, Dave. When you first saw Rat, that whole scene that was going on here in L.A.
Yeah.
Steven, for you, it started. It started in San Diego.
77,
right?
yeah.
77.
Right.
So it got on your radar a few years later when.
Well, I believe I saw you guys with Motley Crue at one of the local clubs.
Did you guys play together with the Crew back then?
We did a couple.
Or maybe there was a Santa Monica Civic show or some weird, like maybe
we didn't play together that much, which was really odd.
There was one show that I saw, but it might have been bigger then. But I know that I was seeing both bands. Maybe when there was the Universal Amphitheater, there were shows there.
Oh, right.
So like back in those days.
Is there a band?
But I also was, the guy who got to the gig at 3 p.m. and waited to meet the dudes like loading in and stuff.
There you go.
Right.
You know what
That's
I mean?
what I did to with Van Halen.
Really?
In 70,
for sure.
8.
That's how you know what? You're a diehard, man. Any lengths, dude.
Did you cross over with Van Halen at all back in the day, or were they already sort of on their way when you started?
No, they had just. I think I started seeing them. A friend of mine kept telling me to go see this band playing Gazzarri's. They play Zeppelin and really good, and go see them. And I missed them. And then he said, no, now they're at the Whiskey A Go-Go. It's like the big place. So I drove up by myself, and I went, okay, same thing, go backstage, wait. And I parked my car, and I waited, and I saw Dave go up the stairs, and I yelled at him, hey, you want to smoke a joint? Into my book, And he's like, yeah. And I wanted to meet Ed because I was more of a guitar player, singer guy. Then, and thanks, Dave. He blew me off anyway after he got the joint, and
so he took.
I went. I'm going to see Ed.
Let me tell you something. He did you a favor because I met Dave, and listen, I'm a diehard. He'll tell you diehard DLR Halen only.
Yeah.
And I love Sammy, and I'm friends with Sammy, and I've played with Sammy. But as Van Halen, DLR only. I can't help it. You know what I mean? And when I met Dave, it was a conversation that was so. Man, I'm a weird fucking guy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
right. But it was so like stream of consciousness, and like
he's got a lot of knowledge and a lot to say.
And I can't have a conversation with him that midgets don't come up in the conversation somehow. I got this video coming out. You got to see it. There's midgets in it. I'm like, all right.
You got to own one. No, I'm not making fun of midgets. Don't. Small people.
Well, whatever. I mean, come on. Listen. And
all right. That ain't me talking. All right. You can say whatever the fuck you want on my show.
Let me address that. Let me address the whole, like, you can't say this anymore.
You can say any. That's not me. I'm the total opposite.
Let me address that. What's going on within the society today with this, this stuff where you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say this, can't say. It just, our First Amendment is being trashed.
It's insane.
People express their religious concerns or religious beliefs. It's mob mentality after them. It's going crazy, man. Look at our First Amendment. Really read it. Do you feel freedom of speech? Do you feel freedom of religious?
Crazy.
No, you don't. Because
crazy.
everything you do, there's opposition. If you have an NFL guy come out and say, like, yeah, I say a prayer every time I do a thing, people are like, how dare you push the Christianity on the youth? Like, man, we're allowed to express what we believe, right?
Right.
So in terms of saying the wrong vernacular every once in a while, forgive me for not instantly unlearning 40 years of language in a day to go with the flavor of the week.
I read somewhere that I believe in San Francisco that they have passed a law where you're not allowed to say manhole anymore.
Yep.
It's utility.
Well, no,
it's
not a law, but it's a utility hole.
Oh my God. Anyway,
wasn't that a segment in Wayne's World, manhole or toolbox or something?
I have no idea. So
I mean, the other thing is the thing is do women really want equality when it comes to the manhole? Like, we're really going to make that, gender
You'll get all these letters.
Gender neutral hole? It's not a manhole. It's a gender neutral hole.
It's just a hole. Like the rat hole. Okay. I stay in the rat hole out of the politics and religion.
I stay very much in them.
Dave's way into it.
I'm on the right side. You're on the left side.
I'm not on any
center.
side. Listen,
me either.
Here's the side I'm on. I'm on the side of this. If we have a view, we vote. That's it. I'm not here to hate on anybody's politics. I'm not here to hate on an administration. There's no hate in what I talk about. I just talk about what I see as solutions, and that's it. Because you can't alienate half the country.
I know.
Yeah,
with a statement.
Good point.
Because those are all people that are allowed and under our Constitution able to make a vote. They shot outside the box. They lost. But you still got to give it to them for voting and participating. So now what? We're still people. We're still stuck together.
I couldn't agree with you more. Let me ask you, Dave, on your musical side of things. You, what do you? I mean, I know you do. We just talked because you were doing Ink Master. Are you still doing it? Where are you at now with your projects?
Ink Master 13 just finished.
Whoa!
And I just wrapped 14. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, 13 just finished airing.
And there's one in the can.
Okay.
And then we're doing another one. So yeah, that's my life is very busy.
Man.
So I spend a lot of time in New York shooting that. So I'm actually buying property in Portland.
Really?
Yeah, in the middle of a
Portland,
forest.
Maine, or
no, Oregon?
Okay.
Spend time in the middle of the forest with nothing but just healing and nature and music and art and just a place to get away from the insanity of both cities.
But how about playing? Are you what do you got coming? You got any music coming?
I'd like to do a solo record soon. It would be artsy and acoustic and not huge, and that's okay with me. My days of pursuing the cameras and the lens and the lights are fading. You know what I mean? So like if Perry wants to do a show, or if Royal Machines wants to do a show, or something sounds fun to me, I'll do it. But I'm certainly not looking to get from the ground up and you know what I mean?
Well, it's brutal. I mean, Steven, you've done a bunch of solo records.
Yeah.
I mean, just trying to get out from under what you're known for as the guy from Jane's Addiction, the guy from Rat.
That's the misrepresentation, I guess. People just expect that sound out of you, and even when I write solo music, it sounds like that anyway because I co-writer or writer of rap music.
Right,
so,
right.
But we have the new band, the Rat Addiction. That album comes out next week,
and we
haven't even recorded it yet, but it comes out next week.
Also, with Steven as a lyricist and as a singer, that's his art. I have I don't know what else you do in your own time. I know you're an artist as well, but I have a million things that I also turn to that I find fulfilling. And right now I'm doing a lot of work with organizations to bring awareness to mental health and to domestic violence and feeding and the homeless problem we have. All I do is if I'm selling art, a portion of that goes to the homeless immediately and it actually goes to people on the ground. So if someone asks me for stickers or whatever, I'm like, sure. The cost of it is put $1 in the next jar, or if it's safe, hand a homeless guy $1.
Right.
Don't go wandering into a tent city and make yourself unsafe, but do something.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a major issue, especially here in California and here in Los Angeles specifically.
Everywhere.
All right.